the husband again one more time. I don't know if this will work as I'm doing this right after I recapped the innkeepers, but I will go work for 2 days in a row for 48 hours, so I will not be here. I want to leave another video. So I watched another horror movie called Beneath, a movie from 2013, and there are two movies with the same name. It is not the movie with the fish. This is the movie with the miners in the caves. Beneath 2013. Minor team. So, I will leave a comment where to watch. This video will contain spoilers. If you will watch it, know that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So, the movie itself begins like this. Main characters, we got a mining pensioner boss. His name is George. He's going to retirement, and his daughter Sam wants to really try to go in the environment that her daddy has worked in for 35 years. She has a boyfriend called Randy. He's in a mining team also, and George told Randy, asked him to look after his daughter. Like, if anything happens, you make sure she gets back safe, because it is the first time they let a woman go to a mining team, and the daughter really wanted to prove something, that she's not, that she can hold her own. So they agreed to try her in the mining team for 1 day to see how they work. Now the whole crew is large, a lot of people. I won't tell all the names because it's just too much. But let's begin the story. So the working day begins. They go deep into the mine, under a mountain, darkness, claustrophobia. And as you'd expect, something goes wrong. They cut through with the equipment, with the machines, through the rubble, and make it fall down, cave in on them. So there's a huge smash down of a rubble now on their heads, and many crew members died. Many crew members still stayed alive, many wounded. So they went into a gathering mode to check up who's alive. There was a lot of screaming, a lot of waking up, like, wake up, just what's happened? Dust going air, hard to breathe, just a disaster, stress, and anxiety. So a small crew gathered from the survivors, and they went to an emergency capsule-like box, a building. Not like a building, but there's an emergency like capsule where miners go if there's an emergency. The capsule has oxygen connected, food, water supplies for 3 days if there's an emergency. So they go inside, they call the rescue team and say, listen, there's been a problem. We need you to rescue us. And they just hope that the rescue team arrives in time, because they might not. And everybody's panicking. But the main thing we have to focus on, what happens next. So what happens next is a lot of nervous stuff, a lot of conflicts, a lot of psychopath beginnings. Because when people are stressed, they begin to lose their mind. So, main point, the crew started turning on each other. And there's two things I could see in there. You can too interpret it in both ways. There is some creepy freaking stuff. The ones that go insane, they visually change into a horrific appearance. So it may be one. The hallucinations, because there's little air, a lot of methane gas, and people might start seeing hallucinations. So they see the violent crew members that started going psychopath mode, they may be starting seeing them as monsters. Or the other option, they really are monsters, because there might be some supernatural stuff in the mind. Because when everybody started killing each other, those who were doing the killings they were shown as horrible ghouls, like very ugly, like mutated faces, everything. So it's either a hallucination or supernatural stuff. So, anyways, a lot of people died, a lot of violence, a lot of gore, creeping around, chasing, hiding, sneaking. Like, it is good, but eventually a lot of people got killed, and we got only 3 survivors: the daughter Sam, the father George, and her boyfriend Randy. So, when the killing went on, the air oxygen tanks got stolen. The extra oxygen tanks got stolen too, because the psychopaths just didn't want anybody to stay alive. They went bonkers. So these survivors were like, listen, we won't survive in here, we got nowhere. We have to look out for another way out of here. And they found some dynamite. They found a supposedly thin rubble area that might connect to the outside, and they blew the dynamite off. So when they blew it, it was too late, because both the father, both the boyfriend started becoming the psychopath monster things, like in appearance, in their behavior. And I just thought that everyone freaking died because it turned dark and we could hear smashing sounds. But the rescue team arrived. They drilled inside. They found one survivor, the daughter Sam, and we could root for her, but the thing is, right before the movie ended, it showed that the daughter Sam looked in the mirror and she saw herself as one of the psychopath visual monsters' goals. So I suggest that this was not a hallucination thing, but a supernatural thing. And whatever was in there turned the daughter into one of them. So it is a bad ending. It got out. And she will go on a rampage and get more people infected. So, movie is great. Of course, there's a time frame where everything is kinda just going in a straight line, like maybe monotonous, but it has all the things horror movie needs: gore, tension, sneakiness, like darkness, claustrophobia, monsters, action, fighting, and stress. This is what the horror movie needs. So I'm giving it also a 6 out of 10. Cannot give higher because I have to be fair, but cannot give lower because it is actually good enough. It is something I would watch, like when I need a horror movie. I will watch that. I'm a patient guy. I can do it. Even though it can be monotonous, like you're going through a cave all over and over again, you're getting attacked all over and over again, but it's still freaking fun to watch. It is entertainment. Because survival is something we all have in our blood to survive. And seeing somebody else struggle with survival, it awakens your ancestral like feelings, okay? Because you are all about survival for millions of years. From the Stone Age, we survived until now. But enough of this stuff. I recommend it. If you want something super duper, you can look for something else. But if you want an all-right horror movie, this one's for you. So thank you all for watching. Wish you a nice night if you are gonna watch it at night. And bye-bye for now.